We can hear them closing in around us. Never know.
Welcome back, everybody. If this is your first time here, my name is Joe, and this is the Joe is Hungry channel, where today we're headed back to Popeyes to check out their newest limited time offer, chicken wraps, bring it back to the studio, take it apart for everybody to see, give it the score that it really deserves, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Now it's time to deliver the ever popular birthday shoutouts. Spencer, happy birthday, and thank you for supporting the channel. Patrick, Theo, Lav, and Dean, thank you for supporting the channel, and happy birthday. Colleen, Isabel, Carson, and Mateos, Miles, Anthony, and Zach, I want to wish each and every one of you a very hungry happy birthday. With that business behind us, Popeyes chicken wraps are made up of a hand-breaded and battered chicken tender, shredded cheese and lettuce, 2 barrel-cured pickle slices, spicy classic or honey mustard spread. We're going with classic today, on a soft and warm flour tortilla, and according to Popeyes, inspired by their buttery biscuits, and we'll see about that later. Popeyes also has a blackened chicken version that you can only get through the app. It has a non-breaded, Cajun-seasoned, blackened chicken tender, and all the other ingredients are the same as the regular wrap. A single classic version will lump 617 calories onto your bulging waistline. I have the full nutritional information on the screen and the other versions in the description below. Each one of these a la carte will fleece your wallet to the tune of $3.99, or make it a Popeyes bundle. 2 wraps and a drink for $9.99 before taxes in Georgia. Are these worth the price of admission? Are they gonna chunk me in the good old penalty box like they do almost every time? Are they gonna snatch these right out of the fryer so it burns my mouth? Well, it's time for the moment of truth when we roll the drive-thru at Popeyes in Cartersville, Georgia.
Hi, welcome to Popeyes. Would you like to try our new wrap bundle?
No,
It comes with 2 wraps and a premium lemonade.
I just want to get 5 classic wraps, not the
One moment, we'll be right with you. Alright, go ahead with your order.
Could I get 5 classic wraps?
Just 5 classic wraps.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
That's all I need.
Pull around.
Thank you.
If you put it to the garbage can,
Okay.
I'll bring it out.
Could I get a receipt? Thank you. Off to the garbage can penalty box we go. I've got my chicken wraps. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Chicken wrap number 1 is 106.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken wrap number 2 is 126.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken wrap number 3 is 117.9 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. I got my probe right in the middle of those chicken strips, and that is kind of a shame. I don't know what took them so long, what they were doing. It obviously wasn't dropping these things fresh. So today, Popeyes, you failed the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to take a closer look, peel back the layers, expose the truth for all to see, head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, Popeyes, you definitely hosed that temperature test. I am speechless. I just don't know what to say this time. Well, let's see if you can at least make them the same size when we take off for this packaging. In other words, set the tear on the scales. Chicken wrap number 1 weighs in at 5.70 ounces or 162 grams. Chicken wrap number 2 weighs in at 5.10 ounces or 145 grams. Chicken wrap number 3 again weighs in at 5.10 ounces or 145 grams. Well, the difference between the heaviest and the lightest is actually slightly more than 10% of the average weight of all three. So today, Popeyes, I'm going to let you slip by on the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. While Popeyes, they don't have any serving weights in their nutritional information, it is obvious to me as to why. So all I have left to do is add them all up, average them out, do the math, and I come up with a kind of uninspiring 75 cents an ounce, which leads us on to the next test, the one and only, the Joe is Hungry Big Reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. As far as the price, not very impressive, about middle of the road. As far as what it looks like, it kind of remotely resembles its ad photos. From my point of view anyway, if you see it differently, leave it in the comments. It looks like that chicken strip could have been a little bit bigger when you compare it to the ad photos. Well, that just leaves one more test, and everybody knows what it is. So it is bite test. Engage. The flour tortilla was indeed soft, but it wasn't warm and had no hint of that famous biscuit flavor that they claim to have in their description. To my taste, the chicken was a little bit rubbery and bland. Maybe it's because it sat under a heating lamp too long and was a little bit small in the portion size. The 2 small pickle slices were crunchy and tart, and they didn't skimp on the mayonnaise. I'll give them that. The little bit of lettuce and cheese, I could see it, but I really couldn't even taste it. With that being said, before I pass my final judgment, let's see how Shadow Joe fared and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 3. I sure would have liked to seen this thing a little bit more above room temperature. I can taste the pickle. It was crunchy. There is a microscopic amount of lettuce in there, and I can see the cheese, but I can't taste it. Let's go ahead and give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. Popeyes. This wrap, at best, to me, is underwhelming. Low 5s, mid 5s, I don't even know. But you didn't even bother maintaining safe temperatures. It's like you just don't care. Well, today, because of that, I'm gonna go 3.5. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.